before the world speaks to you, your mind is already listening. The first words you repeat in the morning can either strengthen your direction or deepen the same patterns that have kept you anxious, distracted, and reactive. Most people wake up and immediately let fear set the tone. They remember yesterday's mistakes, anticipate tomorrow's problems, reach for their phones, and allow other people's demands to enter before they have chosen a single thought of their own. That is how a day gets lost before it begins. Not because one sentence has magical power, but because repeated language shapes attention, and attention shapes behavior. In this video, you will learn 5 Stoic morning statements designed to help you control your response, face discomfort, return to the present, protect your self-worth, and release what was never yours to command. Stay until the end, because the final statement will show you how to stop carrying responsibility for outcomes, people, and timelines you cannot control. Your mind will hear something tomorrow morning. The question is whether it will hear fear by habit or direction by choice. Most people do not realize how quickly the mind begins taking instructions after waking. Before the body is fully alert, old fears return. Yesterday's mistakes begin replaying. Future problems appear before anything has actually happened. Then the phone brings messages, comparison, and urgency. Within minutes, your attention is no longer yours. This is why the words you use in the morning matter. Not because they magically change reality, but because they influence what your mind looks for and what action feels possible. If your first thought is, "I cannot handle today," the mind begins searching for proof. If your first thought is, "Everything is already going wrong," small problems feel heavier. If your first thought is, "I am behind," comparison becomes the lens through which you see the day. Language becomes interpretation, and interpretation becomes behavior. You hesitate, you avoid, you react too quickly. You begin the day from defense instead of direction. The dangerous part is that these thoughts often sound like facts. They do not announce themselves as fear. They sound realistic, but many of them are only old patterns repeating themselves. Stoic practice begins by refusing to let the first thought become the final authority. You may wake up anxious, but you do not have to obey anxiety. You may remember a failure, but you do not have to carry it into the next decision. You may feel uncertain, but uncertainty does not get to write the day for you. The goal is not artificial positivity. The goal is deliberate direction. A useful morning statement must be true, return you to what you can control, and lead to action. "I choose my response" becomes a pause before reacting. Growth lives here becomes staying with a difficult task. Today matters most becomes one clear priority. "I am enough" becomes refusing to beg for approval. "I release control" becomes doing your part and stopping where your power ends. Tomorrow morning, before reaching for your phone, listen to the first sentence your mind offers. Then ask, "Does this thought make me more capable, honest, and disciplined?" If not, do not let it lead. Because the first battle of the morning is not against the world. It is against the voice that enters before you choose what deserves to stay. The Stoics did not believe that repeating the right words could change life by itself. They believed that language should train judgment, and judgment should guide action. A sentence has value only when it brings you back to what is true, what is within your control, and what responsibility belongs to you now. That is why Stoic self-talk is different from empty affirmation. It does not say, "Nothing bad will happen." It says, "Whatever happens, I will choose my response." It does not say, "Everything will become easy." It says, "Difficulty gives me something to practice." It does not say, "The future is guaranteed." It says, "Today is where my power exists." It does not say, "Everyone will approve of me." It says, "My worth does not depend on their approval." It does not say, "I control the outcome." It says, "I will control my effort and release the rest." This difference matters. Empty affirmation tries to make you feel better without asking anything from you. Stoic language gives you a standard. When life becomes difficult, the sentence becomes a question. Will you pause before reacting? Will you remain with the task when discomfort appears? Will you return to the present instead of rehearsing disaster? Will you protect your dignity when approval is uncertain? Will you stop fighting what is already outside your control? The words are only the beginning. Their purpose is to interrupt the automatic pattern long enough for a better decision to become possible. Use each statement slowly. Say it once, then connect it to one behavior. That is how the mind is trained. Not through repetition alone, but through repetition followed by proof. And the first statement gives you the foundation for all the others. I choose my response. Life will not ask whether you are ready before it tests you. A message may change your plans. Someone may disappoint you. A delay may threaten your confidence. Your body may feel tired before the day has properly begun. You cannot control every event, but you can still control the next decision. That is what the statement, I choose my response, is meant to remind you. Not that you choose every emotion, not that you can prevent the first wave of anger, fear, or frustration. You choose what happens after the feeling arrives. Most people react before they understand what is happening. The body tightens, the mind creates a story, and the first impulse becomes the final action. They send the message. They raise their voice. They give up on the task. They let one difficult moment decide the quality of the entire day. The Stoic response is to create a pause. When something triggers you, stop for 3 seconds. Relax your jaw, lower your shoulders. Take one slow breath out. Then ask, what response would still protect my character? Maybe the right response is to speak clearly. Maybe it is to wait. Maybe it is to leave the conversation. Maybe it is to return to the task instead of feeding the distraction. The point is not to appear calm while suppressing everything inside. The point is to stop allowing temporary emotion to make permanent decisions. Use the statement before the day begins. I choose my response. Then give it a physical action. 3 seconds, 1 breath, 1 deliberate choice. This is how the sentence becomes more than motivation. It becomes training. Each time you pause before reacting, you weaken the old pattern. Each time you choose a response you can respect later, you strengthen self-command. You may not control what arrives today, but you can refuse to let every event tell you who to become. That is where freedom begins. Discomfort is not always a warning that something is wrong. Sometimes it is proof that you have reached the edge of what is familiar. You feel resistance before beginning difficult work. Your heart races before setting a boundary. Your confidence drops when you try something you have not mastered yet. The old pattern says, step back. The Stoic response says, growth lives here. This statement does not glorify pain. It does not ask you to remain in harmful situations, ignore exhaustion, or accept abuse. It asks you to stop treating every difficult feeling as a command to escape. Growth often feels awkward before it feels natural. Learning feels slow before it becomes skill. A boundary feels uncomfortable before it becomes self-respect. Discipline feels heavy before it becomes identity. When discomfort appears, ask, is this harmful or is this simply difficult? That distinction matters. If the situation damages your safety, health, or dignity, step away and seek appropriate support. But if the discomfort comes from practice, honesty, effort, or change, remain with it a little longer. 5 more minutes, 1 more paragraph, 1 more honest sentence, 1 more attempt. This is how the sentence becomes action. You are teaching the mind that difficulty does not always mean stop. You are proving that fear can be present without making the decision. Use the statement before entering a task you usually avoid. Growth lives here. Then define the exact discomfort you are willing to face. 10 minutes of focused work, 1 clear boundary, 1 difficult phone call, 1 honest review of your mistake. The goal is not to become fearless. The goal is to become less obedient to fear, because the stronger version of you is not built in the moments that feel easy. It is built in the moments when discomfort appears and you choose not to disappear. Your mind can waste an entire morning living in places where you have no power. It returns to yesterday and replays what cannot be changed. Then it jumps into tomorrow and imagines problems that have not happened. Meanwhile, today is left unattended. This is why the statement, "Today matters most," is so important. It does not mean the past is meaningless or the future should be ignored. It means the present is the only place where you can apply what the past taught you and prepare for what the future may require. You cannot repair yesterday. You cannot complete tomorrow's work. You can only choose what you do now. When the mind becomes overwhelmed, bring it back to one day, not the entire month, not the whole plan, not every possible outcome, just today. Ask, what must be done before this day ends? Maybe it is one important task. Maybe it is one honest conversation. Maybe it is 1 hour without distraction. Maybe it is one decision you have delayed for too long. Then make the action specific. Do not say, "I need to fix my life." Say, "I will work on this problem for 20 minutes." Do not say, "I need to stop thinking about the past." Say, "I will write down the lesson and return to the task in front of me." Do not say, "I need to prepare for everything." Say, "I will prepare the next step." The mind becomes calmer when vague pressure becomes clear action. Use the statement each morning, "Today matters most." Then choose one responsibility that will make the day meaningful if completed. Protect it from distraction. Finish it before the day disappears into noise. Because your life is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built through ordinary days that were either used deliberately or lost unconsciously. Today is not a waiting room. It is your life in its current form. Many people begin the day already trying to prove their worth. They check who noticed them, who replied, who approved, and whether they are moving fast enough compared with everyone else. Before they have done anything meaningful, they are already measuring themselves against standards that keep changing. This is why the statement, "I am enough," matters. It does not mean you are finished growing. It does not mean every habit is healthy, every decision is wise, or every weakness should be ignored. It means your worth is not waiting at the end of another achievement. You can improve without hating who you are now. You can pursue success without treating your present life as worthless. You can receive feedback without allowing criticism to erase your dignity. You can want love without begging someone to choose you. The belief that you are not enough creates desperate behavior. You over-explain. You tolerate disrespect. You compare constantly. You keep chasing goals that do not fit you because they promise validation. The Stoic response is to separate character from approval. Your value is expressed through how you live, not awarded by how many people agree with you. When self-doubt appears, do not argue with it for an hour. Ask, what action would respect both my current worth and my future growth? Maybe it means saying no without guilt. Maybe it means correcting a mistake without attacking yourself. Maybe it means continuing the work without checking whether anyone is impressed. Use the statement each morning, "I am enough." Then give it a standard. I will not beg for clarity from someone committed to confusion. I will not insult myself for being a beginner. I will not trade self-respect for temporary approval. This is how the phrase becomes practical. You stop using ambition as a weapon against yourself. You stop confusing humility with self-rejection. You begin to grow from stability instead of shame. Because the strongest version of you is not built by proving you deserve to exist. It is built by acting like your life already deserves your respect. Control becomes exhausting when you demand it from things that were never yours to command. You try to control how people see you, how quickly results arrive, whether someone changes, whether a relationship survives, or whether life follows the timeline you imagined. The tighter you grip, the more anxious you become. This is why the statement, "I release control," matters. It does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you become passive. It means you separate responsibility from obsession. You still prepare. You still communicate clearly. You still set boundaries. You still take action. But once you have done what belongs to you, you stop trying to force what belongs to someone else, to timing or to circumstance. The Stoics built their entire practice around this distinction. Your choices are yours. Your effort is yours. Your attitude is yours. The outcome is not. Another person's decision is not. The exact timing is not. When you ignore this line, you waste strength fighting reality. You replay conversations, check for updates, push for certainty, and carry responsibility for people who must make their own choices. Release begins with one question. What am I trying to control that is not mine? Name it. Then ask, what still belongs to me? Maybe your part is to speak honestly. Maybe it is to stop sending another message. Maybe it is to prepare better. Maybe it is to accept that a closed door is already an answer. Maybe it is to love someone without trying to live their life for them. Use the statement each morning, I release control. Then make it practical. I will do my part once, clearly. I will not chase an answer I cannot force. I will not let someone else's choices become my identity. I will not demand that life move on my timeline. Releasing control does not guarantee that everything will work out the way you want. It gives you something more reliable. The ability to remain steady even when it does not. That is real freedom, not controlling life. Controlling the part of yourself that keeps trying to. The 5 morning statements are only useful if they change the way you move through the day. For the next 5 days, use one statement each morning. On day 1, use, I choose my response. Write down one situation that is likely to trigger you. Decide in advance how you will pause, breathe, and respond. On day 2, use, growth lives here. Choose one difficult but useful action you have been avoiding. Stay with it for at least 10 focused minutes. On day 3, use, today matters most. Choose one responsibility that would make the day meaningful if completed. Finish it before distraction takes control. On day 4, use, I am enough. Identify one place where you usually seek approval, over-explain, or abandon your standards. Practice one action that protects your self-respect. On day 5, use, I release control. Write down one outcome, person, or timeline you have been trying to force. Separate what belongs to you from what does not. Complete your part, then stop interfering. Each morning, say the statement once. Do not repeat it mechanically. Write it down. Then connect it to one behavior. Each evening, ask 3 questions. Did I remember the statement when I needed it? What action proved that I meant it? What will I do differently tomorrow? Do not measure success by whether the day felt easy. Measure whether your behavior changed. Maybe you still felt angry, but you paused. Maybe the task still felt difficult, but you continued. Maybe self-doubt appeared, but you did not beg for reassurance. Maybe uncertainty remained, but you stopped chasing control. That is progress. The goal is not to create a perfect morning ritual. The goal is to build a mind that receives clear instructions and follows them under pressure. Use this final commitment. My words will become actions, and my actions will become character. Because your mind is not rewired by what you say once. It is trained by what you repeatedly prove. Every morning, your mind waits for direction. If you give it nothing deliberate, old fear will speak first. Regret will speak. Comparison will speak. Urgency will speak. But now you have 5 better instructions. I choose my response. Growth lives here. Today matters most. I am enough. I release control. These statements will not remove hardship. They will not make every day peaceful. They will not guarantee that people understand you, plans succeed, or life follows your preferred timeline. What they can do is return you to your responsibility, your response, your effort, your attention, your standards, your ability to let go. That is the foundation of Stoic self-mastery. Not controlling the world, but refusing to surrender your mind to it. Tomorrow morning, do not begin with all 5 statements. Choose the one you need most. Write it somewhere you will see it before touching your phone. Then prove it through one action before noon. Pause instead of reacting. Continue instead of escaping. Complete today's priority. Protect your dignity. Release the outcome. 1 sentence, 1 action, 1 piece of evidence that you are no longer living entirely by habit. Comment the statement you are choosing for tomorrow morning. And remember, your life does not change because you found the perfect words. It changes when your words become decisions, your decisions become discipline, and your discipline becomes character. In the next video, we will go deeper into the morning habits that protect your attention before the world begins demanding it. Until then, do not ask whether you feel ready. Ask whether your next action reflects the person you have decided to become.